I don't know if you've seen my Volvo videos or my Volvo videos about the Volvo EX30, but if you have, then I'll take my round of applause now. The Volvo EX30 is selling really well. It's selling just as well as I thought it would. I'm telling you, because I wanted to buy this vehicle. Trust me, I still do. The Volvo EX30 leads the way as BEV sales continues to grow in South Africa. In the first 6 months of the year, 749 battery electric BEVs were sold in South Africa. A total of 931 BEVs were sold in the whole of 2023, meaning that the total number of BEVs sold in the first 6 months of 2024 was 80% of the total for the whole of the previous year. This is very encouraging, as sales of BEVs have been quite slow in South Africa over the past 5 years or so. The slow sales of BEVs can be attributed to several reasons included a limited number of models available in South Africa compared to similar markets. However, the range of BEVs offered in South Africa is improving, which gives us hope for the future. Electric vehicles in South Africa, petrol and diesel vehicle imported from EU in South Africa have a custom duty of 18%, while for electric vehicles it's 25%. There are also a ad valorem custom excise duty and VAT. There is some hope on the availability of models now, as more OEMs are offering quite a decent range of models. One of the most recent models to be introduced in South Africa market is the Volvo EX30. The Volvo EX30, which is positioned as one of the lowest priced full-size electric vehicles in South Africa, starting from just under 800,000 rands, about $44,000, has already raced to the top of the sales chart. Why am I not surprised? It's actually beaten the Volvo XC40, which was its predecessor, and it's beaten it by a lot. And it's not a surprise to me. The Volvo EX30 is very different from anything else you can find on the market. And that's kind of exactly what people want right now is something different. People want something different right now. People are tired of getting the same thing. BMW that looks the same with just a slight difference to the body panels. You know, the XC40 is very refreshing, but it looks so much better back in 2017, 2018, 4, 5 years later, 6 years later. It's like we've gotten so used to it now. It's like it's still nice, but we've gotten so used to it now. So with the EX30, it's like, yeah, now that's 2024. Along with the EX90, it's like, yeah, that's my ride for 2024, 2025. That's more stylistic. But it's beaten everything. It's beaten the Mini, it's beaten so many, mostly BMWs. Minis are, of course, BMWs as well. So the interesting thing, of course, is that Tesla doesn't sell cars in South Africa, does it? Because of these import tax, which is very interesting because Europe is rolling out its own import tax for electric vehicles from China, which includes Tesla electric vehicles from China as well. But Tesla's argued this, and it seems that the EU is actually probably going to set special privileges for Tesla to import those vehicles from China without the high import tax. Special privilege for Tesla. In additional EX30 news as well, it's boost Volvo's global EV sales to another record in June 2024. Volvo Cars reported 71,514 global car sales in June. 8% more than a year ago. That's 8% year-on-year growth in June. During the first 6 months of the year, sales accumulated to 388,000, up 14% year-over-year in the first half of 2024. I can guarantee you it's going to be a lot higher for the second half of 2024 because EV manufacturers or just automotive companies, they usually sell a lot more in the second half of the year. Now, this is due to the fact that Volvo has a huge amount of infrastructure globally. They're able to sell a large amount of vehicles globally. They've taken time over decades to build this up, similar to Volkswagen, Audi, BMW, Mercedes, all these top brands. So a lot of people out there, enthusiasts of electric vehicles, they probably didn't know that Volvo was actually doing this well, close to Audi. Volvo sales are actually gaining momentum on Audi. And with the way Volvo is changing the style of their vehicle, there's no surprise. You know, Volvo vehicles are getting close to the range of like comparing them to Audi, BMW, and Mercedes. It's getting close. It's getting close. I'm telling you. And that's primarily because they've been changing the design philosophy of their vehicles, like the XC40 Recharge and stuff like that. Volvo's gradually been changing their vehicles. You know, since 2012, 2013, I would say with those new electric, with those SUVs, Volvos were coming out. Yeah, those were gradually changing the identity of Volvo, and it was in the right direction. So Volvo's all-electric sales almost doubled last year to a new record of 18,435, taking a 25.8% share in Volvo's global volume. More than two-thirds of the EV sales happened to Volvo EX30, which sells like hotcake, apparently. And I'm not surprised. I am not surprised the EX30 they're selling so well. I'm not surprised. I've said this in other videos. You don't believe me on my facts? Go back a year ago. I made this video about the Volvo EX30, $35,000, perfect SUV. Why it's better than a Tesla. I made it very clear that this car was going to sell at ridiculous rates. This car was going to be the golden egg for Volvo. It's their Model Y, but on steroids. I swear, it's the Model Y, but on steroids, for Volvo at least. And I've made other videos about the EX30, since then, but it's actually one of my best performing videos because people agreed with it so much. And just go back and watch if you don't believe what I'm saying. For some reason, it was fairly obvious to me because I've been a Volvo fan for a while, for a very long time. I've liked Volvo vehicles since probably 2013, 2012. I've really liked Volvo vehicles. So I've been watching the brand and the company for a while, and I could clearly tell. You see, these two vehicles, they're going to sell damn good. The EX90 and the EX30 are going to sell incredibly well. And if you think that's something, just wait until the EX60 comes out. Now, that's going to be between the EX30 and the EX90. It's going to be in between, like 50,000, 55,000. It's going to be in between. That, oh my God, that's going to sell good as well. That's going to sell good. It's going to sell real good. Because there's a market right there, and Volvo is already dominating that space, along with BMW, Mercedes, Audi, they're dominating that space. Well, Volvo doesn't have an electric vehicle for that price, 55,000, 60,000, 50,000. They don't have that yet. The EX60 will be that dominant force. It's going to destroy the market. It's going to destroy the market. You heard it here first, trust me. Volvo cars for 2023 delivered over 708,000 vehicles for 2023. By the way, that's an increase of 15% compared to the year of 2022. This was a huge accomplishment for Volvo. And this year, they're going to be selling over 800,000 to 850,000 by my estimate, if not up to 900,000. They're going to dominate the space. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.